Good morning. How are you? I'm Mrs. Sandhya Raje from TGT English from JNV Nanded. I have already taught this poem on online class. I thought many students might have not joined on that day. That is why I am making the video on the same poem again for all of you. Okay, so try to see and follow it. Okay. Um, Welcome to my online class. Let us see the poem The Ant and the Cricket. Have you seen ant? Okay. You might have seen cricket too. So this is a story actually, and every story has a moral, and such stories are known as fable in English, right? What is a fable? What does it mean? A fable means a story, a poem which gives a moral by its story, right? A silly young cricket. Have you kept a textbook with you? Okay. A silly young cricket accustomed to sing through the warm sunny months of gay summer and spring began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. You know, the poem starts with the description of a silly cricket. You know, silly, foolish. In this poem, it means that it's a foolish cricket, right? And all the time, accustomed means always he is used to sing. All the time, he is busy in singing whatever the season, whether it is a summer or spring, he is busy in singing, right? So now the time came, he started complaining, grumbling. Why? Because in his home there was nothing. His cupboard means in this poem, it means that it is a storehouse. His storehouse was empty. You know, all the insects, all the birds and animals, they always keep a storehouse for them whenever they cannot go out during the harsh season. So they should survive whatever grains they have stored. But here he has no habit of storing the grain. So his cupboard was empty and winter was come. Now this is the season of winter. You cannot go out because the condition is very harsh. Okay, silly means here foolish. Cricket, this is a insect. It jumping insect. In your book, the picture is given. You can see that. Okay, accustomed, used to, in the habit of. Sunny means warm. Gay means happy. Spring, Vasanta Rutu, the season of flowers. Cupboard, in this poem it is a storehouse. So write all these new words in your notebook. First write the poem, if possible. Draw the picture of that cricket which is given in the book, then followed by these words, right? This is the way to write the poem. So once there was a foolish young cricket. It was his habit to pass the sunny months of summer and spring in singing. When winter came, he began to grumble. Grumble means complain. Okay, ghan ghan karne, what we call in Marathi, right? There was nothing to eat. Why he is grumbling? Because now he is hungry. There is nothing to eat. His cupboard at his home was empty. Nothing is stored, nothing is collected because how he spent his time? Because he spent all his time in singing. Okay. While others insects they are collecting, they are storing the grains, while this cricket was singing at that time, right? Now the winter came and he has nothing to eat. Not a crumb to be found on the snow covered ground, not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. So this is the description of the winter season. You cannot see. Crumb means a small thing, tukda, you can say. Okay. He has not found a single crumb on the ground because the ground is covered with snow. Not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. This is the description of winter season. You cannot see the flowers, you cannot see the leaf. Everywhere it is snow. Okay, in our places you cannot see the snow, but in cold regions you can see such pictures. Okay, crumb means broken food, tukda. Okay, snow covered. Everywhere the ground is covered with ice. The cricket did not find any food in winter. There was ice everywhere. Neither a flower nor a leaf on a tree could be seen. The cricket wondered aloud what would become of him. So he was worrying about himself. He was worrying about himself because he has nothing to eat. Everywhere he wandered, but he did not get a even a small quantity of food. Oh, what will become, says the cricket, of me? At last, by starvation and famine, made bold, all dripping with wet and all trembling with cold, away he set off to a miserly ant to see if he to keep him alive he would grant. The cricket was now worrying. If he does not get any food, what will happen? He will starve. He will be starving. He will be, there will be famine. He cannot get any food. He will die. So now he was wet. He was trembling. It was cold. I told you it is a winter season. So now he is wet. He is trembling due to cold, and there was nothing in his stomach. He was hungry, and now he set off. Set off means went to go. Okay, to a miserly ant. The ant is described as miser, kanjus, because he wanted to keep him alive. The cricket wanted him to be alive, so he went to a miserly ant. Let us see what happens. See the words starvation, death by hunger. See, these are the new words in this stanza. So write down all the words. Okay. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, you all have my numbers, right? The cricket came on the verge of death. How many days you will be hungry? No, you have to have some food, right? Otherwise you will die. He was dying of hunger, so he took courage. So to whom he has to ask? Okay, wet with rain and shivering with cold, he went to a miserly ant. He wanted to know if the ant would help him keep alive. So the ant is already described as miserly, and he went to ask some food to its house. Okay, otherwise he will die. He thought that ant will help him shelter from rain, a mouthful of grain. He wished only to borrow, he would repay it tomorrow. If not helped, he must die of starvation and sorrow. He was already wet because there was rain and nothing was there. At least he wants a mouthful of grain, at least this much. And that also he wanted to borrow, to take from the ant, so that he will give it, repay. He will repay it the next day. Otherwise, he will die. That was the condition of cricket. Shelter means here refuge. Mouthful, small quantity. Grain, any cereal, dhanya. Okay. Borrow, take as a loan. Sorrow means sad, grief. The cricket requested the ant to give him protection from rain. He also wanted a small quantity of food. His intention was to repay the debt soon. He said that if the ant was not kind, he would die. The cricket requested ant to give something, a small quantity of food. Okay. but otherwise he will die. Okay, that also he wanted to debt, means he wanted to have something so that next day he will give it back. Says the ant to the cricket, I am your servant and friend, but we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. See, these are the opposite words, borrow, lend. Lend means taking from something. Borrow means taking from others, and lend means to give. Okay, lend means to give, borrow means to take. Pray tell me, dear sir, did you lay nothing by when the weather was warm? Said the cricket, not I. So now the ant says to the cricket, cricket requested him to give him some food. He says, yes, I am your servant, I am your friend. But we ants are having some principle, we have some rules. What is it? We never borrow. We do not take anything from others. And we cannot give also. We cannot take also. Okay, that is the rule of our ants. So now you tell me, the weather was so good all these days. What you have done all these days? You did not store any grain in your storehouse. Lend means give. Lay nothing by, not saved anything. Koth means said. Okay. The ant said to the cricket, I am your servant and friend. However, it is our principle, rule, okay, that we neither borrow nor lend. But dear cricket, did you not save anything for the bad weather during the warm days? The cricket said that he did not. So what you have done all these days? We all were busy in storing the food at that time. What you have done? So you should have collected, no? So that now you would have enjoyed, right? My heart was so light that I sang day and night. For all nature looked gay. You sang, sir, you say. Go then, said the ant, and sing winter away. So, see the way the cricket answered. My heart was so light. He was so happy. And he spent all his time in singing day and night because the nature was happy. It was looking happy. Okay. Okay. When we were all doing hard work, you were singing. Right? Light means happy. Gay means also happy. Dance the winter away, pass the winter dancing. Okay, I felt so light at heart that I sang and sang all through the day and night. Every object of nature seemed very happy. The ant said, sir, if you pass the summer in singing, pass the winter in dancing. So when we were all doing hard work, you spent your valuable time in singing. So now you do one thing, you just go and start dancing now. Already you sang already in summer, now in winter you dance. So that was the answer the ant gave. Thus ending, he hastily lifted the wicket and out of the door turned the poor little cricket. So the ant did not entertain the cricket, instead, he turned him out. Folks call this a fable. I will warrant it true. Some crickets have four legs and some have two. People call it is a fable, it is a story, but I think this is true because from this poem we will have this moral that if any work is assigned to us, honestly we try to complete it. Otherwise what happens, it will become a burden. It goes on becoming more and more, and one day it will be a burden to us. That is why on that day only we have to complete our work. We should not be lazy in completing our work. We should not become like cricket. We should have some lesson from the ant. These are the words in the last stanza. Hastily, hurriedly, lifted, here, closed, wicket, small door, folks, people, fable, small story, warrant means maintain. So saying, the ant closed the door, so the poor young cricket came out of the ant's house People say that it is a story with a moral, but the poet believes it is true. He says that there are people in the world who behave like that cricket of the story. So, my dear children, I want to say that don't become like a cricket, become an ant. How he is hardworking. There are so many good qualities in ant. All the time they are working very hard. They are disciplined. They are working hard. So you take all these good qualities and try to complete. Okay. The poet ends his story with a moral. He says that this is not a fable but truth. There are some people like cricket in our society. They never uh, they are not honest towards to their duty. He goes on to add that some human beings are also like the cricket of the story. So don't become like a cricket, become an ant. Thank you. Have a nice day.